Okay folks, now we're ready for some wall cabinets. We're going to start off here on the left hand corner with a blind wall cabinet. Let's slide this one into place. Some people may be saying, what in the world is a blind cabinet? Let me show you. When they refer to a blind cabinet, they're either talking about the left side that you won't be able to see or the right side. In this particular design, you won't be able to see the left side. That's why they call it a blind cabinet. You only see half of the cabinet. These types of cabinets work great when you have these odd sized corners that you need to pull the cabinet off and adjust towards the window, or you just can't fit a pie cut cabinet that's 24 inches on each side. So for this instance, we're going to use a blind. I'll go over blind cabinets in another video in more detail, but for now let's just put this guy in place. Here you go. Now the key to a blind cabinet is you cannot put the adjacent cabinet butt up against this cabinet. The cabinet that starts in the other direction needs a filler. Here I'm going to put a 3-inch filler before we add in this cabinet. If you don't put in this filler, you're going to have issues opening up this door. It's going to be jammed into the corner. It's not going to be good. So the first thing you need to do is put your filler in. Then you can start your run coming down the line. Here we go. I'm adding a 21-inch cabinet. Not my favorite because 21-inch doors are pretty big. I prefer a 24-inch cabinet where both doors are 12 inches, or an 18-inch cabinet the size directly below this one. But in this situation, it's a small kitchen. We need some symmetry, and that's the best way I could figure out to get you a nice symmetrical wall section on that range wall. The next cabinet is the wall cabinet that goes over the microwave hood. Let me show you really quickly up here. Here is the microwave cabinet above the microwave. A lot of people complain about not liking the microwave hood, but in this instance it works out great. It takes the microwave off your counter. You get a little light, you get a little exhaust, and it works out pretty good in most small kitchens. I've done a lot of these kitchens in New York City, and believe me, there's nowhere to put the microwave. It's the only solution in many kitchens. Trust me, I've done a lot of kitchens and there's nowhere else to put it. And it's not the end of the world. So let's move forward. The next cabinet, you want some symmetry. We're going to use the same size 21-inch cabinet on the left. Here you go. 21 on the right, hinge right. 21 on the left, hinge left. Next cabinet. It's a 15-inch cabinet. I'm going to try to fit it in this corner. Here you go. 15-inch cabinet. So that ends this run of wall cabinets here. You start off again with the blind, a filler, a 21, a 30, a 21, and a 15. What's left is this little wall section here. She was thinking about getting some floating shelves. I think it's too small for some floating shelves. Your best bet is to put a 12-inch wall cabinet in here. It'll give you the best use of space, the best solution for some storage. You're going to start off with a filler here, and then the wall cabinet. You may be saying, why did he put a filler there? I put this filler here to get these two spaces the same. When you have cabinets flanking a window, And they're not butted up against the molding. I'm not a big fan of butting up cabinets to molding. So you want to do is you want to get this space as equal as possible. Let's see what I have. Ooh, wrong size dimension. Here we go. From point to line. I have 1.5 inches between the casing and the wall cabinet on the left. Let's do it again. 1.5 inches. Beautiful. That gives us some nice symmetry here. The wall cabinet on the right. The door won't rub this panel, and I'll show you videos of people putting wall cabinets right up against a tall panel, something deeper. The doors tend to rub. Okay, here we go. The original, the copy. Now you know why I did what I did. I'll show you some elevations. Okay, folks, here we go for the final design perspective. And here you have it. Small country cottage kitchen. Seating for 2. Standard appliances for the most part, except for this 18-inch dishwasher. And plenty of storage. Let's go over the layout. Sink wall. Remember when we discussed having the gap between the cabinet and the casing equal on both sides? We accomplished that by having this filler here on the right, which serves 2 purposes. One, it'll provide a gap so the door does not rub against this tall panel. Again, you cannot put a cabinet right up against a panel. It's going to rub. And 2, cutting it the right size allowed us to have equal spacing left and right of the window. The sink is centered on the window, nice and straight. The other detail that I spoke about was having the countertop die into this panel. Ordering this panel as deep as possible, trimming it on site, will assure you that you have enough material to have this countertop die into here. Even if it's just a 1/2 inch beyond the countertop, that's fine. You don't want this countertop to be deeper than the panel. Moving along, here is the range wall. The Susans on both sides, doors opening away from the appliance. Always have your Susans opening away from your appliances. The wall section, the microwave above. We all know that people aren't crazy about the microwave above, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you have no choice. Here we have a 21 right, a 21 left, a 30 on top of the microwave, and a 15. This gives us equal doors. Some symmetry here. When you're designing your kitchen, try to stick with same size doors as much as possible. You don't want 5 different door sizes. Here we go to the peninsula, the seating. This knee wall will be built at the same height as this cabinet. Once you're ready for template, the fabricator will extend this top, giving you seating for 2. Well, there you have it, folks. Small country cottage kitchen, seating for 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you need any assistance on your kitchen, visit our website. The link is in the description below. Have a great day and on to the next real kitchen.